In this episode, we talk about what do you say when you first meet your customer? The script. What's going on, everybody? Oh, what episode are we on? We're on 10. We're in double digits. What's good? Roman Miranda here. Welcome to episode 10 of the Uber NYC Guide Show. I'm psyched. All right, so as promised from last episode, today I want to talk about the script. So I guess this is like my bread and butter. This is, I think, what contributes to a good majority of my 5-star ratings. So this is tough for me. I'm giving away like my best secrets here. And like maybe one of you might surpass me at this point, and this is frustrating for me, but I'm doing it for you. I got the love for you. I'm trying to help you out. So I'm gonna spill the beans. All right. All joking aside, for real, I think having some variation of what I'm about to say in the script, having some sort of customer service script is really important. It helps, ease the customers in. It helps make it a more enjoyable experience for them, and it sets you up as like a super professional, they're like, oh yeah, like I'm psyched to be in this Uber car right now. Okay, so here's what I say verbatim, basically every time somebody comes in the car. So first rule of thumb, before I say like my little script, the first like conversations that you're having, this is assuming, I'll make another video about if they're late or if you have to call them or text them, and we'll talk about that in another video. But this is assuming that you roll up to the pin on the map and there's somebody standing there, and and they start approaching your car. That's hopefully what happens. Or you wait a couple of seconds and then somebody opens the door. So if that's the case, when they get in, or like summertime right now, if the window's open and they say Uber and they like point at your face, I'm like, no, my name's not Uber, asshole. No, I'm kidding, I don't do that. Although sometimes I want to. But no, so you say, you have to make sure, and this is an Uber policy, you have to make sure that that person is the person that you're supposed to pick up. If you roll up on Penn Station, or you roll up on Friday night outside of the Dream Hotel or Tao or whatever, and there's 20 black cars there and a bunch of cabs, and you got people coming to your car, you got to make sure that you're getting the right person. Or if somebody just sees a TLC registered vehicle roll up and they think, oh, maybe someone's getting an Uber and I can jack their ride, whatever. So the whole point is to make sure that that person is the person that requested your Uber. If you don't know, I don't use the Uber app as a passenger, but they will see your name, your picture, and your license plate number, and it'll say what kind of car it is, like Hyundai Sonata or like Toyota Camry, whatever. So when they roll up on you or they open the door, you have to ask them, don't say, let's say their name is Sally, don't say, hi, Sally, because then what can they do? They can say yes if they're not Sally. So what you have to say is, hi, name please? And I say this is one of the things that I learned in the last couple hundred rides that I didn't in the first few. Like, just say it louder than you think. For some reason, I think people, they always assume that you're saying like, hi, how are you? And then like I've gotten responses, I'm like, hi, Sally. They're like, hi, yeah, good. And I'm like, what? Like, I didn't say like, how is your day going? So like make sure that you like look them in the eye, turn your ass around, say, hi, name please, say it loud, make sure that they heard you, or else you're gonna have to repeat yourself. And then they're usually gonna say their first name. You can say, hi, first name please, but I find just saying hi, name please is fine. Some people will say their last name, and that's confused me, because then I'm like, oh no, you're not, this isn't your Uber. And they're like, yeah, it is. And then they get mad. So like, it's all about preventing the customer from getting angry, okay? You're an entrepreneur, you're a professional, okay? You're a problem solver. Get that in your head. So don't try to think. That's what I'm doing all the time. I'm trying to think. That's how my script has developed. You got to think about what is a problem that might happen and how can I prevent that from happening before it happens. Okay, that's customer service 101. Okay, so when they come in, you say, hi, name please, and then you wait for their name, and then if you're good, then we'll move on to the script. Okay, here we go. So after that, I swipe to start the trip. For all you riders out there, your Uber driver doesn't know where you're going until you sit in the car and they swipe start trip. So FYI, but I'm gonna swipe start trip, and then what'll happen is it'll plug in, it'll say whatever the destination is. Let's say it's LaGuardia. So hi, name please, Sally. Hi, Sally. How's it going? Good. And then I'm saying that as I'm swiping, and then it'll say LaGuardia. Say I double check. I'll say LaGuardia Airport. They're like, yeah, Terminal C. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I plug in. I hit start navigation. I'm going to talk about which navigation I like best in another video. But you hit start navigation, and then it'll give an ETA. That's the first thing that you want to bring up to them. You want to let them know how long it's going to take. People want to know that. And if there's a bridge or a tunnel involved, then you want to give them that option. I'll talk about that part now. I guess I'll talk. It's already running late, so maybe I'll push the script to another video. You have to wait. Okay, so you swipe, you get the destination, you plug in the GPS, find out the ETA, and you say, cool, so it's going to be about 25 minutes. I'm going to take the RFK because the Queensboro Bridge is really jammed right now. Is that all right with you? Because there's a toll involved. If there's ever a toll involved, ask them if that's all right with them, because you get reimbursed for your tolls, but they are the ones that are going to get charged. So maybe they don't mind sitting through another 10 minutes of traffic. But you always want to figure out what that, you're the professional. Their time is valuable. So you want to make sure that you treat their time with respect. And I always suggest the fastest route. I think that's the way to go. So once you say the navigation, then I'll say the script. Okay, so then I say, cool, so, geez, I have to put myself in the mindset. Swipe trip, Cool, so should be about 25 minutes. If you need, I've got some phone chargers, and if you have any music or temperature requests, let me know. That's it. It's easy, I know, but maybe anticlimactic even. But I'm telling you, after I say that every single time, and you say it in a nice tone, again, so I'll say, cool, so it should be about 25 minutes. If you need, I've got some phone chargers, and let me know if you have any music or temperature requests. That's it. And they're like, oh, cool. And then someone will be like, oh yeah, can I grab a phone charger? Or, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm a little chilly. Can you put the heat up? Or do you mind if I roll the windows down? Or yeah, do you have an aux cable? And that sets it up so that those are the three main things that I've found that customers really appreciate, that they know that even though they know they have the ability to ask you to turn the temperature up, people get nervous. People they're not always go-getters. Sometimes they're willing to sacrifice their comfort because they don't want to be awkward, and they're sacrificing their physical comfort so that they can be less uncomfortable in asking somebody something. People are scared to communicate, I've found, in my life. So people don't necessarily always communicate what they want right away. So you want to ease people into that. You want to make them feel comfortable to say, actually, yeah, can you turn the AC up? Or actually, yeah, can we roll the windows down? I get a little car sick, like, whatever. Like, just let them, give them that power and make sure that it's an option for them. People really appreciate that. They appreciate the phone charger. They appreciate the temperature requests, and they appreciate the music requests. Now I'll talk in another video about kind of like what music I kind of have standard playing and like, different, and then I'll talk about the navigation app in another video. But that's the script that I use, and yeah, I hope you use that. I hope it helps. Be bubbly. Even if you're an introvert or you're more shy. Make sure you're a professional driver. Like, you got to be a little bit personable. That's the name of the game. That's how you get a 4.9 rating. So yeah, I hope that helps. And next we'll talk about some of those other things. And yeah, go get them. I hope that your first few rides are amazing. And yeah, we'll talk more about customer service moving forward. All right, cheers.